Hi, Becca C. Smith here, and today I'm going to talk about my thoughts on this year's NaNoWriMo. First off, this winning and losing thing, or at least labeling it winning and losing, to me is totally ridiculous because I wrote 31,000 words this month, and to say that I lost is such a negative connotation to something that should be celebrated. And any other month besides November, it would be. If I wrote in December or January or March and said, hey guys, I wrote 31,000 words this month, everybody would be like so supportive and so excited. But because it's November and the goal is 50K for NaNoWriMo, it's considered a failure. And I feel like this is so unhealthy, not just to an individual, but I feel like for the writing community as a whole, to categorize whether you hit 50K or not as winning or losing. That's my first thought. I mean, this year was definitely strange. I don't know why. It was a vibe. I feel like half the people were killing it and just like, yeah, this is amazing. I love NaNoWriMo, and they just cranked out the 50K. And I think a big portion of us were just burnt and, I don't know, felt it in a way that was just not fun. I'm very happy with the words that I wrote, which is great. I'm very happy that I didn't write the 50K for me, because I don't think I had 50K of this story in me this month. There are some roadblocks that I hit, just story-wise and character-wise, that I need to think through. I need to let them percolate a little while, and usually when I do that, I switch to other projects. So, but you can't in NaNoWriMo. So, I mean, you can, but, you know, it's not advised. You're supposed to be working on one project, the whole 50K in one book, finish a book. And there's nothing wrong with that. In some months, sometimes that's works great, but I've realized more and more that's not my process. Now, the only time I've actually published a novel from NaNoWriMo was Dream Diaries. And the thing about Dream Diaries is it was the most edited book that I've ever published. In terms of when I was finished, I think I did 60K that year. When I was finished, it was a mess because there were character arcs and the way that I did things, and I mean, even the killer was always the same, but his motivations and who he was so two-dimensional in the nano draft. And I mean, for those of you who haven't read it, I don't want to say, but it was a lot more brutal, and that wasn't who he was. I had to do so much more editing. Developmental editing. I always have to do proofreading editing because I'm terrible. I miss things. I'm slightly dyslexic, so I get words reversed all the time, and so that's why I always have to hire editors, because there will be typos and word switches and things like that I just don't see even when I'm reading carefully. But I'm talking about developmental edits, and I'm not sure if I would have hit the 50K. Like I said, I don't think I had the extra 20K in me, but I did get the flu on the 23rd, I think, or the 24th, so it did flatten my nano, and it was actually the worst flu, by the way. This flu season, it was horrid. Like, my husband and I both got it. Lucky us. And we were flattened on the couch. We missed Thanksgiving. We missed everything. For at least 5 days, we couldn't move off the couch. It was that bad. It was so bad. I haven't had the flu in 20 years, so this was bad. So get a flu shot or stay inside. Just, you don't want this one, trust me. The good that came out of it was that it literally forced me not to write. I couldn't even look at my computer without getting a headache, or it wasn't a possibility. So even if I had felt that 20K, I would not have been able to write it because I was toast for the last week of Nano and literally binging this old BBC show called New Tricks. It's about these retired detectives that solve mysteries. It's perfect sick show. It's on Hulu. And then we also ended up binging Mindhunters, which is about how the BSU started at the FBI, like the guy that kind of formed it. Really cool, by the way, if you're into that kind of mystery, serial killers, you know, Criminal Minds-ish type thing. It's very good. Anyway, so that's what we did, which is good because it actually, I need to do Dream Diaries too and edit it, and it kind of got me into that mind frame. So there were a couple positives from being sick. But overall, what does this mean for NaNoWrimos and NaNoWrimos in the future for me? I still love the social aspect of it. I love the community. I love that we all get so energized and excited about working on our projects, and that I don't think will ever change. I will always be so excited about that. But at least for November NaNoWrimo, I cannot foresee myself writing 50K or a novel in a month. I think I will be a rebel, you know, like Princess Leia. I will be a rebel from now on. I will do my own goals, which will probably be somewhere between 20 and 30K if I'm working on a new novel. If I'm not working on a new novel, it'll be whatever I need in that month, whether it's editing or publishing. If I have to do ads, if I have to do all these things, I'm going to do whatever I need to do in that month. I'm not going to put off anything. I'm not going to, because that's what I did. I put off all the stuff. I was going to do a whole new sets of ads for my books because I had just taken the Mark Dawson Ads for Authors course, which I was so excited about. Put that all off. I wanted to work on editing the third and final book in the series with my friend Hannah McCord, and I did some of that, but I didn't do a lot. Now I'm diving in, and I'm doing great. And then also I wanted to work on Dream Diaries because I finished it in September, so I had given October a good month of distance, and so November would have been a perfect time to dive into that. I'm still working on the fantasy that I did the 30K of, so that's not changing, but I'm moving forward at my own pace. Like I said, I kind of hit a roadblock and I need to work through it. And the way that I work through that is to focus on different things. And eventually my mind figures it out and it's like ding, 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 and then I go back to it. So right now, my mind is in editing. I am almost finished editing my pass of the third book, and then I will be diving straight into Dream Diaries 2. A big factor for me that did upset my Nano and made it weird was the site. I know people have been talking about this, but I've said it a million times on my vlogs, I love badges, and the fact that most of them didn't work or took a while to kick in, I lost all interest in the badges. Thank goodness for Charlotte Armstrong, who made me a dragon badge, because without that, this whole Nano would have just been a part of the process for me. First of all, them also taking out two of the most important badges to me, which I think was the 35K, you know, the middle road between the 20K badge and the 50K, or the 40K badge. There was nothing in between. I think it was 35K was the one. I can't remember what it was. Was it 30K? Or maybe it was 25K. I don't know. Anyway, there was a middle badge that was missing, and it was missed. And then there was the write 30 days in a row. Once I hit that badge of writing 23 days in a row, I didn't care. I was over it. And that's on me. That's not on, you know, Nano and processes. Look, the badges are just a bonus, and this is a non-profit organization, and I think it's wonderful that they bring the writing community together and get us all excited about our projects. I do think that is wonderful. I did not like the site. I think that they should have kept the sites as they were, but I get it. They want it to be all in one space. I have no idea how camp is going to be. I mean, I can't even edit stuff from before. I had done hours for camp, and the only option it gives me is words. So it says I did 60 words for last camp, and I did 60 hours, which is a huge difference. 60 hours is a lot. 60 words is great, but not 60 hours. So I don't know if they'll ever fix that. I don't know if I don't know. I just don't know. I don't see them fixing things, so it's difficult to say what the priority is in terms of what they're fixing. I still plan on participating, I just don't plan on making them as monumental as I have in the last couple years. I'm always working throughout the year. Every month I'm working and working and working and working, so it's nice to have these months, you know, April, July, and November, where everyone kind of gets together. So that's how I'm treating it. It's purely social for me, and whatever I happen to be working on is what I'll be working on. So did I win this year? Heck yeah, I totally won this year. 30K is amazing. I like the words. I'm not gonna have to edit them as much as I would have if I would have just plowed out an extra 20K that I probably would have had to delete. So at least I'm happy with the 30K. They are editable, it's good. I feel like I won. I do not remotely feel like I lost in any way, shape, or form. And I feel like that is a much healthier mindset than setting up November as a win-loss situation. Let me know how you guys did. Was it weird for you too, or was it smooth sailing the entire time? I'm still getting over this flu. 10 days later, I'm still coughing and feeling, having waves of ick, but I'm hoping that I will be tip-top soon. So thank you guys so much for watching and so much for supporting me and being with me on this journey during Nano, because I absolutely 1,000 trillion billion gajillion % would have not made it without you. It sucks that I got sidelined with the flu, so I couldn't finish strong with a lot of you guys, but like I said, I know I wouldn't have hit the 20K. I wouldn't have wanted to hit the 20K. I had kind of already come to these realizations before I even got sick. And who knows, maybe because of all the stress and everything that was going on, it made me susceptible to getting sick. Because, you know, when you're stressed out, it lowers your immune system. So, you know, I'm just, for our own health reasons, we need to stop this self-guilt. And like I said, winning and losing. No, 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 no. Win, win, win. Any word is a win. If you wrote one freaking word this November, it is a win. You won! You won! Yay! Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!